Hey guys, welcome to Virtual C3, coming to you from, well, all around the world. I'm Stefan Bajayo, Chief Evangelist and co-founder at Conductor, and of course I have my best friend and partner in crime, Patrick Reinhardt, our VP of Digital Strategies, here with me. Hey Pat.
Hey everyone, how you doing? So excited to be here at our first ever Virtual C3. Stefan, you're a little overdressed, aren't you, buddy?
Is that a problem? I mean, I thought we were, dude, what, I thought we were getting dressed up for this thing. This is like C3, man.
Hey man, I don't think a memo went around that we were going to be wearing tuxedos. So, you look great, but maybe a little bit overdressed. Everyone's at home all over the world, comfortable. So, hey man, whatever suits you.
Literally whatever suits me. So, okay, how about this? Because there are no restraints, both geographically and to some degree physically, why don't I just ask the virtual video gods to set me up with a more casual situation? What do you think?
I think we can do it. Anything can happen virtually.
Sounds good.
Much better, man. You look a lot more comfortable.
Thanks, dude. It's important to know your audience, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, and that segues perfectly into our first section of our SEO tips and tricks. We have gathered some of the most brilliant minds from both outside and inside Conductor's walls to bring you, our amazing audience and our amazing customers, the best SEO tips and tricks that are out there. The first section is about knowing your audience and understanding your audience, using the voice of the customer. Here we go.
Hey there, my name is Dwayne Forrester. I'm the VP of Industry Insights with Yext. Been in the industry for coming on 25 years now, hoping to share some knowledge with you guys today from my home in Southern California on pandemic lockdown. Let's talk about audience for a minute here. Really, this is about understanding your audience. You have to engage with your audience at every opportunity you have. You have to know where they are, you have to be there and engage with them in those spaces where they're comfortable. You have to read surveys that you put out to them, you have to respond to their reviews, and you have to do focus groups. Really get in there and understand, take them seriously, what they're talking about. Look for trend data based on cohort analysis, whether that's generational or technology splits, doesn't matter, but take a look and ask yourself, does it support your own findings?
Hi everyone, this is Chris Jones here with Conductor at my sunny, tropical New York City apartment to help you think outside the box and understand your audience. There are many different ways your audience is talking about you, your competitors, and your industry in general. Try searching open forums, think Quora or Reddit for industry names and buzzwords. This will give you honest remarks and dispositions from customers themselves.
Hi, I'm Jay Mize and I manage SEO for Baylor Scott & White Health, the largest not-for-profit healthcare system in Texas. One of my favorite ways to understand our audience is to read what real people are saying in places like online patient communities, health forums, and even on sites like Reddit and Quora. It's helpful to not only read what people are saying about us, but also to understand the unique vocabulary they use. It informs our keyword research and our page content.
Hey everyone, I'm Lily Ray, Director of SEO at Path Interactive, dialing in from Brooklyn, New York. It's really important to get to know your audience and the different ways that they're searching online. There's a handful of different SEO tools that you can use to surface the questions that people are asking, not only on Google, but on different search engines like Bing, Twitter, or YouTube. And then you can take inventory of your own content and see whether you've truly answered all those questions. And you can kind of cross-reference that with the different pages on your site or videos that you've produced and look for new opportunities to make sure that you're answering the questions that people have about your products and services.
Hi everyone, this is Veronica from Conductor, and I'd like to share a quick tip on how to better understand your audience. You should connect your paid search and content marketing teams and utilize what your paid team is seeing success in to inform what content gets created. Your marketing team can leverage these paid search insights to create or update content and target those high converting keywords. When there's synergy across the teams, you'll get the best results.
Hi C3, I hope you're all safe and well. This is John Shahada, the Vice President of Audience Development Strategy at Condé Nast. Today, I would like to share with you a few tips on Google Discover, understanding your audience. The 4 things, Google Discover has been a very important source of traffic, not just for publishers, but for a lot of sites. While there is a majority of the content is newsy, we have seen a great share of content that is evergreen. The 4 things I want to share with you. 1, You must have large, high-resolution images for your content to appear in Google Discover. It's a prerequisite. 2, your content must be mobile-friendly. You don't need to have AMP, but your content must be mobile-friendly because Google Discover only appear on mobile devices. 3, understand the topics that drives Google Discover traffic to your site. Understand what entities in your topics that drive that traffic. And number 4 is that I have seen a great correlation between social engagement, especially on Twitter, and Google Discover, especially in the US. So pay attention to that correlation. I hope you guys have a great conference. See you next year.
Hey everyone, I'm Miriam, an SSM conductor, currently living in New York City. And my tip is to utilize the custom reports within Google Analytics, such as the next page flow, to see where users land after a certain page, such as the home page or product page. This is super helpful to see where users are landing and interacting with your site to help drive more traffic.
Hi, I'm Ryan Metcalf from Dr. Logic in Dallas, Texas, and I'm simply just trying to stay sane without having a normal routine or to be able to attend sporting events here in the great state of Texas. Now, one of the problems that we have at Dr. Logic is oftentimes trying to identify the consumer patient term versus the medical patient term. In our line of work, there's a big difference because the patient may not always know what the medical vocabulary is. So in order, one of the ways to determine that is we have to A, do the keyword research, and B, actually do a manual competitive analysis by simply typing in that keyword in Google to help determine, well, what's the common vocabulary? What does Google think that is? So if those top results, for example, all come back with medical journals, okay, then we probably don't want to be associated with those. But if it's another competitor website, then that's absolutely the keyword we should be going after.
My name is Samantha Pena from Conductor here in New Jersey. Mine customer feedback from external sources like review websites and social media to see what customers like and don't like about your products. Pay special attention to sites that rank on page 1 of Google because these are the sites that your prospective customers are likely visiting. You can use this data to inform your content strategy and also pass on to internal teams like sales or even product development to better service your customers.
Howdy, I'm Mark Zimmerman, an SEO supervisor at Razorfish here in Austin, Texas. One thing that I've been doing recently to find keywords that are really trending and that we need to be targeting is really looking at the Google Auto Populate and Suggest feature. So sometimes when these keywords are trending, there won't be search volume in Keyword Planner or whatever tool that you use for keyword research. So really just go back to the basics, start typing in some keywords into Google and really see what auto-populates to really see what's trending at this time. You can do the same thing in other search engines like YouTube or Pinterest and to really see what consumers are searching for.
That was awesome. Such great tips from all brilliant minds.
Yeah, that was really great. I mean, you got to think about not just your audience, but what you can give your audience. So we asked all of our friends to kind of help us understand how they can unlock the wisdom that sits within all these amazing brands and companies and get that wisdom out to help their audiences do better. Here's what they came up with.
Let's talk about content and unlocking the value from within your company. First, it's a priority that you build your own knowledge graph. You have to take every fact about your company, its product, its services, its people, its history, and you have to compile a knowledge graph which powers the truth about your company outwards. The search engines use this, and so should you. Next, you got to make site search a priority. The amount of data you can learn from your site search is massive, and it'll inform all your other areas of work. Content creation, SEO, site development, product development, really critical.
Hey everyone, this is Choxy from Conductor, and I wanted to give a quick tip on capturing answer boxes. Answer boxes are a great way of showing off your brand's thought leadership in your industry and answering your customers' questions. Number 1, target keywords that already have answer boxes. Make sure that you're using the result types tool in Conductor Searchlight to identify those keywords that already have the answer box in their search results. Be sure to place those keywords as either a title or a header tag on your page's copy, wherever it fits best. And number 2, and lastly, probably the most important tip, make sure that once you place that keyword as your header tag, be sure to answer that question as quickly as possible in the body. Try to answer that question within 100 to 150 words as quickly as you possibly can. Hope this helps. Good luck.
Hi, I am Ashley Bentledge from Brawnability, and my definition of dressing up these days is wearing hoop earrings. My SEO tip is to use the experts within your company. Talk to the different departments within your now virtual walls about different content ideas that you have, as well as ones that they have, and ask if they would be interested and willing to write a piece of content or pieces of content for your site. And do not forget to thank them, because a thank you goes a long way. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Melissa. I'm an SEO success lead here at Conductor. My SEO tip and trick is to write for humans first and search engines second. Create content that's going to help someone. If you're writing useful content that builds trust with your audience, search engines will ultimately reward your site in the end.
Hi, my name is Austin Lim, and I'm an SEO success lead here at Conductor's beautiful West Coast offices here in San Francisco. I'm here to remind everyone today that ranking cannibalization isn't always necessarily a bad thing. Having multiple pages on your domain rank for the same query could be a great opportunity to figure out your branding position with your product team, strengthen your internal linking strategy with blogs and other content hubs that live on your site, or even work with your UX team to clean up and update your site navigation.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Waters from Ariat International out in Union City, California, and I want to give you a quick tip on unlocking new content ideas for your brand. Talk to your customer service team. Hop on the phones with them and listen to calls. Field through the customer service inbox if you have to. Do whatever you can to listen to customers directly to see what sort of questions they have around your product. Because you obviously aren't doing the best job of answering it on site. Maybe it's sizing problems that can be answered with a fit guide. Or maybe it's care instructions which can be answered with an awesome piece of how-to content. Be that direct line with customer service agents and use your findings to make your site even better for your customer.
Hey everybody, my name is Katie Greenwood. I'm the manager of on-demand search services at Conductor. One SEO tip and trick I have is to always check to see where you're ranking behind YouTube in the SERP results when coming up with new content ideas. This is a good way to come up with new video content, but it's also a good way to see where your competitors are having conversations with your customers and you're not.
Those were awesome tips. What'd you think, Pat?
Absolutely, and such a smart way to think about unlocking the wisdom within your company. And that leads right into the next section too, which is showing the ROI of SEO.
Show me the money! Are you serious? For real? Nothing? No. This is virtual C3. Are you not entertained?
All right, let's just move this along.
Hey C3 folks, Doug Cirillo from A Place for Mom here at an undisclosed lockdown location somewhere in Jersey City. My advice would be to make sure your SEO and marketing objectives and insights tightly tie to your company's goals and reporting. Like all the points in your customer journeys, getting people to your site is just the first step. Make sure that you work closely with product owners to help capture and convert those leads that you've earned and show the full ROI for your efforts.
Hey everyone. This is Jake Edelman from Conductor here to share a quick tip on using search data to measure the demand for your brand. Google Search Console can be used to measure the search demand for your brand over periods of time. While viewing search results performance, filter to only include queries containing your brand name and set a date range to compare. There you will be able to see impressions, clicks, and other metrics for each date. If you want to visualize this data, export it to Excel or Google Sheets. Add columns to calculate the percent change, and get as fancy as you want with the conditional formatting. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Nick Gallagher with Conductor, and that's Enzo. We're here in Denver, Colorado. One tip for really showing the ROI of SEO is to break down your work and connect that work to the return. You obviously want to be conscious of your audience here and not go too deep into the weeds, but taking a little extra time to break down that you made optimizations in month 1, you saw a ranking increase onto page 1 in month 2, and then in month 3, you saw a 50% year-over-year organic revenue increase for that page. It can go a long way with connecting your work the results of your work, and then the ultimate return that your company is seeing.
Another critical area for us, measurement, showing the ROI. You need to review all of the current KPIs you have, determine if there should be new ones added to your mix, and if there's any old ones you just need to jettison. And you're going to find those new KPIs by looking through things like your program that does review management response rates, site search data and all the information in there. Are people contributing to the growth of the knowledge graph in your company? And you have to make roles responsible for the KPIs to both track effectiveness and drive investment in each area.
Hey, this is Corbin Faber from Conductor. I'm currently located in New York City. My tip for showing ROI is first and foremost agreeing upon what ROI means to you and defining actually the metrics that you can report upon for those. That's going to allow you to easily make sure that all your initiatives are aligned to those objectives and then easily report against them as well.
Hey gang, it's Max Bennett of Conductor, joining you from beautiful Bend, Oregon, the birthplace of SEO. Look it up. One approach I've found effective in aligning your work with the goals of the entire business is the concept of the Pareto principle, which is sometimes referred to as the 80-20 rule. So identifying those 20% of pages that are driving 80% of impact and focusing your efforts there.
Amazing advice on how to show the ROI within your organization, wouldn't you say, Stefan?
Yeah, I mean, that was great. To be honest, it's good to have that information. In fact, it's great to have that information, but as an evangelist myself, I know how important it is to get that message out to the rest of the organization. So we made sure to get some tips on what the best ways to get the message across to everyone else is.
Hey guys, you have Mary from Conductor here. I want to share a quick tip on how you can evangelize SEO internally. Now, don't let SEO work in a silo at your company. Think about what data and insights would be valuable to the other teams and just share it with them. Are you putting together a local strategy? Are you analyzing local search demand for your priority keywords? This data is super valuable for your paid media teams when they're determining their geo-targeting strategy. Good luck.
When it comes to reporting, it's really important to know who you're reporting to and what KPIs they care most about, and to make sure that those are all included in the report. It's also important to not overwhelm them with vocabulary or information that they might not understand, as that often leads to uncomfortable or awkward conversations. Think about what KPIs they care most about, include those in the report, and even consider having a short definition next to the KPI as part of the report that explains what it is in layman's terms. This will eliminate any confusion or awkwardness that sometimes comes out of reporting calls and meetings.
Internal knowledge sharing is super important at any company. One idea I recommend is implementing a lunch and learn session. People bring their lunch and individuals from each department share what they do and how it impacts other departments in the business. And if you can get your manager to approve and provide alcohol, I think you'll see that attendance will miraculously skyrocket.
Hey everyone, this is Zach Gadish, an SEO strategist here at Conductor. I just want to share some tips on how we can evangelize SEO and really report on these wins. SEOs are really always in the weeds around keyword rankings or answer box optimizations, but not everyone really cares about that. Something I've done with my clients is I've created internal newsletters where we really report on these high-level metrics like traffic or conversions to show all the good work that SEO is doing for the company. Hope everyone's staying safe.
Hi everyone, this is Jessie. I'm an SEO success manager at Conductor, and I'm here to share a tip on integrating your SEO and content strategies. Do your content marketers look to your SEO team for keyword research before writing content, or do they just include them after the fact to quote-unquote SEO it? Is there a content calendar that's shared with the SEO team? If the answer to either of these questions is no, make sure to schedule regular touch points between the two. This will help them address topics that bring value to your audience and target relevant terms that give you a better chance of being found. The earlier you incorporate SEO into the content creation process, the better your content will perform, and that's a win-win for everyone. Best of luck!
When presenting metrics to executives, really remember the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So when presenting these results from your search program, really just show the high level impact that it has to the KPIs that the business is looking for. So don't get into detail about your canonicals or your href flagging strategy unless they ask for it. So really show how search is really impacting the bottom line of the business. So remember, KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. Pat, what do you think?
I thought it was amazing. Again, so many great tips and tricks for folks to make SEO a more important part of their organization. And now we're heading into our last section, which is the most important, the most crucial in my opinion, which is getting it done. One of the hardest things about SEO is getting things implemented, and here's some tips on how you can get that done yourself.
Hi, I'm Sam Lee from Conductor, and here's my quick tip. No matter how basic or advanced, every recommendation has so many steps and involves so many players. Don't get stuck overanalyzing how you're going to get there. Rather, pick the ideal state and work backwards. And don't remember, every team speaks one universally common language, ROI. Make sure to attach one to each of your recommendations so that with each inevitable bump in the road, you all can come back and ask that one clarifying question. Will this impact my ROI?
My name is David Osro, and I'm an SEO strategist at Conductor. I'm hunkered down in Brooklyn, New York, and I have a great tip for creating engaging technical SEO audit deliverables. When it comes to technical audits, the findings can be very dry and in the weeds. You tend to speak in the developer's language, but you have to consider less technical stakeholders who can easily get lost in the details. If your goal is to get executive buy-in for larger scale fixes, I've found that including engaging visuals in my audits, even screen recordings, can actually bridge the knowledge gap for all stakeholders. If you can illustrate your problem and show how other companies have solved it, you can definitely push through recommendations faster and easier.
Hey, I'm Greg Gifford from Search Lab, coming to you from quarantine in Allen, Texas. I've got a quick tip for any business with a physical storefront. Google Analytics attribution isn't accurate, and a lot of clicks that you get from mobile devices show up as direct traffic. If you add UTM tracking to your website link, you'll force Google Analytics to correctly attribute it as organic traffic. Set your UTM source to GMB listing and UTM medium to organic, and you'll be all set.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Macchia, and I manage the audits and migration team here at Conductor. I have a guest with us today that's going to help with this migration tip.
Good morning. This is me, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right, the Terminator himself. So please, when you launch your new site, make sure that you remove any blocks that you had on your staging environment, such as in the robot.txt file.
Don't be ridiculous.
You'd be surprised, it happens.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I know. I mean, the last thing you want to do is prevent the engines from indexing all of your hard work.
Stop it!
Can you stop yelling, please?
My tip for getting things done is actually taking your recommendation and finding examples of it across either well-known brands or sites or even competitors. This is going to add urgency behind the recommendation, and it also is a great way of making it a little bit more tangible to your audience.
Execution. This is about getting the work done. You know what? One of the best ways to do this, make other people the hero. By doing this, you can help leverage their teams, their networks to get your work done because they're the ones on the front line and it's helping them accomplish their own goals. This is a critical step. It helps you build a network. It helps you get things done. And let's be crystal clear. Your boss will know that it was your work and that you got it done. And that influence can be massive to help you move things forward.
Hey, this is Jay Pilateri from Conductor in my Denver home studio. Expected ROI can help to convince others to execute your SEO strategy. You can approximate your site's click-through rate curve based on position and click data, narrow down to a target keyword, and estimate the expected additional traffic from ranking higher for that keyword. Sharing convincing data could be the determining factor for getting your ideas implemented.
Hey everyone, I'm Mari and I'm an SEO success manager at Conductor out of New York City. It's important to understand the types of results that populate the SERP for a given search. When targeting a keyword or a specific topic, you can use the information readily and already available on the SERP to optimize your content accordingly. Happy hunting!
And that's a wrap, everyone. What an amazing amount of knowledge in a short period of time.
Yeah, I can't believe we got all of that stuff. Like all of those, we had influencers, conductors, clients, prospects, you name it, Pat, all in 30 minutes or less. I don't think we could have done that at a physical C3. There might be something in this whole virtual thing.
I agree. Like I said, amazing amount of folks, and I'm so thankful that we got all this time to share together. And with that, everyone, thank you so much for joining. What an amazing 30 minutes. We had a lot to talk about, and stick around. There's an amazing session right after this.
Yeah, and if you want to get more of us, just in case you're not fed up with us just yet, join us weekly for our webcast, Search From Home, where we are quarantined and talking with some amazing folks like the ones you've seen give tips today on what's happening out there in search. Make sure to join us.
Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you next time.